anyways.
Well,
We are back to talk about something that we have already discussed. Animation.
Animation, OPED. My God, this series has not had, like, full disclosure, there are OPs in Index and the Railgun extended series that I like, but not either of the OPs that were in this season. They're both, like, okay. Being fair to them, they're slightly different than your normal anime OP. I don't hate them as something terrible. It's just, in trying to be different, they're not memorable in the slightest. Like, I couldn't hum to you the OP's tune at all, which is rare for OPs when I just watched a show. Anyone else have any specific thoughts on the OP at all?
I just wish that it was My Only Railgun instead, but that's for the
spin-off. Oh, you've heard that one then.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just wondering, which one is your favorite OP out of the Index series?
Oh, the Accelerator OP, but we're far from that, if ever.
Yeah. That's gonna be long. Yeet.
But Vaughn, you're the Index guy. Do you have any actual thoughts on this OP?
I liked the beginning of the first OP, like just that popular nature, and
I mean, I recognize the techno. It's techno, which is not something I see. Like, that style of techno is not something I see all the time in anime OPs. I can give it that. It is different. I just don't know if I'd call it different necessarily good.
Yeah.
On its own.
It definitely is different. And it's like, it's memorable because of the techno, but then after, like, you get past techno...
But, like, can you remember anything about the tune the techno took?
Not really. Yeah, like, after you get past techno, like, no, there's nothing there.
The animation is we're in the same season. Animation's not going to change, but there were some slightly more intense fight scenes this season than there were, or this half, than there were in the previous half. So it did get to show off its animation more. I don't have much of a comment on it, but that's largely because it's outdated at this point, and I don't think it looks particularly bad for when I believe it came out. This isn't a Fate situation where it was very clearly below par even for the time. Yeah. It's just older at this point.
Yeah. It just came out in 2009, so it is what it is, really.
This isn't Fate where it's like doing that awful thing where it like cuts to one person swinging, cuts the other person getting hit. No, it's pretty smooth animation for, I'm sure, what the time standards were, but it's just not. It doesn't hold up modern wise. Like, don't go watching this for the animation at all.
Yeah, no.
Having actually seen fight scenes that can show off the animation now, don't.
I feel like that's more of a blanket statement regarding anything that isn't an exception, though, from before 2012.
Oh, for sure. But
like that's not so much as like a comment to the series as it is just a comment to every anime series that isn't exceptional in some way. You know what I mean? Like, for example, Full Metal Alchemist, I'd say, is a standout for animation for when it was made. But like, you know, other than like maybe FMA, and I couldn't even name something else that came out that early that I would say.
See, people still can look back on those older DBZ fights and say those are really, like, you could still watch those for some, like the fight scenes. This is not a fight scene porn show.
Yeah.
Even if I put aside how old it is not one of those, and you're not going to get anything special out of this you couldn't get in, say, a Full Metal Alchemist or a DBZ.
Yeah.
It's like one of those like normal, like, I'll watch it anime in the season, not like I will intensely follow it.
See, but it's also an action show, so that is something that I think does need to be said, because it does have some decent action in there, but it's not, and that is pretty. It's an action shonen at the end of the day, even if it does take its own route on that. So it is something that is worth commenting that the animation is not what you really want to go watching this for right now.
Yeah, it's no Haikyuu.
No, Haikyuu. All right. Well, I think that's about as much as we can milk out of this section for now. We'll see. I think that hit like 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
About.
Woo, milking.
Yeah.